What up, everybody? This is me, Travon Jones, Conscious Talk Channel. Boy, I tell you. Like, share, and subscribe to the video. Press that thumbs up. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. Thumbs up the video. Press that thumbs up video. The more you press that thumbs up, the more people are able to see the video and in the algorithms and all that good stuff. So I don't know if you all know by now that there's a video on social media that has been floating around heavy. It's been floating around heavy. And it is an illegal migrant telling other illegal migrants basically how these fucked up laws work in America. How you can just find an abandoned home, go into it, live in it, and move in it, and you have rights. You have rights. That's some bullshit to me. A lot of them are coming over here to be able to use this legal system to be able to basically carry guns. A lot of them are being able to carry guns now, or they're able to get the process going where they'll be able to carry firearms. And our system over here is so fucked up that you could be a criminal from another country and come over here and get a driver's license, get all these things. But what I'm actually realizing and finding out, a lot of black people, so-called black people, don't want to do these jobs anymore. We don't want to do all this shit. We don't want to make this system run the way that it's been running. We don't want to do it anymore. We don't want to get married anymore. A lot of people are fine with just having unions. We ain't got to, go to the court system and put them in our business, because that's a signed document. That's a legal document for the government. We don't want to do that anymore, which in turn is ruining the divorce system that they have in place to make more money. A lot of people aren't having children more at an alarming rate. So now, here so that they can work these jobs for minimum wage. They can do American black people and just American people in general don't want to do anymore, because we're able to create our own jobs now. We're able to do what we want to do. And that's what a lot of us are opting to do. Find places that you can just basically break into and move in. This is the reason why a lot of black people are not following the rules anymore. And we are learning how to be sovereign beings. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful sight to see, because living up under this government and following the rules and fighting for this country and fighting in the wars and getting these jobs and being discriminated on these jobs, when a lot of money off of our backs, a lot of these corporations were built off of the blacks of our people. But they have the nerve to discriminate against you. That's what's mind-boggling to me. A lot of these jobs that have been used and have been built on the backs of black people, and they still exist today. A lot of these jobs, they're still in existence today. And they still discriminate against black people. So a lot of black people are just realizing, why am I even applying for these jobs? Why am I even trying to fight for these damn jobs? I was told that if I get a job, I work hard, I'll be able to, live the American dream. I'll be able to do what I need to do. But we're realizing that ain't happening. Following the system the way that it's set up. When you're following the rules, you're doing the right thing and doing what they tell you to do, only for them to just bring in a whole nother group of people to pay them a lower wage, but move you out the way and just start giving them all these home loans and, giving them all this credit. And, even though they were criminals and all these other things in their own countries, they're getting a fresh start over here. And a lot of these other countries are saying, look, you can try to bring them back, but we're not accepting them back. That's crazy to me, y'all. How we have just fallen so down where we just allow all this bullshit to go on. But this shit is going around on social media that this illegal migrant is over here telling other illegal migrants in Spanish to just go ahead and just be a squatter, get into these abandoned buildings and take them over. This is their plan, and this is what they're trying to do. Ain't nothing new up under the sun. You have to understand there has always been invasions where people would just come into your country and they just take over. They change your language. They change who you are. And before you know it, your children are over here adapting to them because that's all they see. Because they just move right on in. This has always happened to indigenous people in indigenous places. You have other groups of people that just move their asses right on in and just take over, disregarding you, the indigenous people that have built the land, that have been there forever. They just come right in and just take over. There is nothing new under the sun. I want you guys to press that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed to my channel. Press the thumbs up so that it can go out into the algorithms. But I'm so glad that us so-called Black people are starting to wake up. We're starting to realize, and we're seeing in real time what is actually going on. And they got this whole ban thing where they're really, America's a trip because they want to ban TikTok. And they saying, well, listen, you can't be here in America, TikTok, unless you sell it basically to the American government so that we can have control of, so the government can have control over it. Because all the knowledge and all the things that they use to suppress Black people, they use social media and they want to keep you so confused and, so distracted. They want to keep you distracted. So they use all these platforms and TikTok and Facebook to keep you distracted. But what do Black people do in that? We're over here giving each other information. We're giving our people information. We're telling the truth. We are being the news that CBS ain't giving us. ABC ain't giving us. We're giving you the real raw truth. And American government can't take it. Who we really are as a people. That is holding us down. Using Christianity. I can't tell you how many people I'm seeing out when I go out. I'm seeing, all these people trying to recruit you back into Christianity. And, it's just amazing. They're trying to weaponize Christianity again because it's not working. The new generation ain't falling for this Christianity and, going to the churches and, turn the other cheek and all that kind of bullshit. Black people ain't falling for that shit no more. But please pay attention how they bringing all these new people over here. Now you seeing more and more people standing out on corners, preaching that fake Christian gospel. They doing that shit on purpose so that they can re-recruit you and keep you in slavery. But I'm so glad that a lot of us Black people are waking up, so-called Black people are waking up, because it is our time. 2024 is just a year of truth for us to be enlightened and to be open. And it's just time that we start knowing the truth and stop being bamboozled. We have been lied to. You have people that are confused, so you don't know who you are. And we got to stop allowing that shit to happen. We have to live amongst our enemies and people that don't like us and things like that, but we can still control the narrative. We don't have to fall for this bullshit, but this is why oral tradition and talking to your children and telling them about our history is so important. It's very important that we pass it down, and other groups of people should not be able to tell our history. They shouldn't be able to tell our history for us. Now, they've been lied to, a lot of them, about our history, and that's okay. But it's important that we continue to tell our children who we are, where we have come from, and who our enemies are. There is no everybody unity and everybody love everybody. That ain't true. You got other groups of people constantly stepping on us, using us, taking advantage of us. And it's just high time that we start thinking of ourselves. And it's amazing how other groups of people get upset when you hear a black person say, we need black unity. We need our own black stores. We need our own black hospitals. We need our own black everything specifically for black people. We need our everything for ourselves. Because when you look around, other groups of people do it. The Latino people, they do it. They have their own little communities. They have their own stores where they hire their own people, and you can't argue with them and tell them, how come you don't hire black people? Because the community is Latin. That's their excuse. But I don't give a damn. Whenever you do have a black owned business somewhere, it's always some Latino person working in the background. Always, because we don't discriminate like that. We don't do that. But other groups do. They think of themselves and their people. And are they really wrong for doing that? No. But what makes it wrong is because black people are bamboozled and we allow other groups of people to tell us that, no, we need to all be equal and all be love and love everybody and love, but when it comes to us having our own and thinking just solely of black people, we're selfish, we're wrong, that's racist. But other groups of people do it all the time. We need to start exclusively thinking about other so-called black people, period and point blank. We shouldn't be worried about other groups of people. We shouldn't be worried about what they're going through. We shouldn't be worried about anything that they're going through. We see it, but we shouldn't be getting involved because it has nothing to do with us. Because do these other groups get involved with us when we're going through what we go through? Hello, sir. None of these other groups come to our rescue. They're all laughing at us, waiting on us to take care of ourselves and do for ourselves, because we have the power to do for ourselves. Our ancestors have shown us time and time again that we can do it on our own. We can build our own. We can make our own. We can do it. But we are a nation within a nation trying to thrive and trying to blend in with them. And we got to stop doing that. My country is America. So-called African-American people, so-called black people are indigenous to America. This is our land. This is so-called African-American people, so-called black people's land, America. And you have all these other groups of people who don't respect African-American people, disrespect us, but they're coming into our land. This is our land. Manish Rajpat. I don't want to fuck your name up. But so-called American black people are indigenous to America. This is our land. This is our home. But so-called black people, so-called African-American people, we have to separate ourselves. Oh, thank you. Oh, wow, you all the way in India, huh? Well, thank you for coming in on one of my lives. I appreciate you. But I'm talking to so-called African-American people, so-called black people of America who are indigenous to America. I'm talking about how other groups of people don't appreciate or respect us. But this is our land. This is we're indigenous to America. And you have other groups of people who put themselves above us and build all these different things all up in our damn land in our country and isolate us in our own country. And now we're having this illegal migration going on where you have the Venezuelans coming over, and now you have a group of them who are telling their people to start moving into these abandoned buildings that we have over here in America and start living in them, because a lot of our laws over here are really shitty. Manish Rajpat. So if you squat into a place, you basically own it now. You basically can live there, and we have to fight to get you up out of that damn place. And you have these Venezuelan migrants over here telling other groups of their people to just start squatting, moving into the place, these abandoned buildings that are here. Our government ain't worth a damn. Our government is so fucked up and so full of shit. But this is why I encourage my people, Black people, to stand up and be the sovereign beings that our ancestors were. We have the power to do our own thing. We can build our own everything. We can separate ourselves from this government. This is our land. We don't have to move. We don't have to move away. This is our land. This is our home. We've been here. We ain't going nowhere. As long as the Most High allow us to continue to live and not be utterly destroyed, we have a right to be here. But we don't have to be up under this system that is constantly oppressing us and allowing other groups of people to step all over us, coming to our communities, building businesses, and not acknowledging us. No more of it. We have to quit this madness. But a lot of us still are asleep. But a lot of us are waking up, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad that this new generation don't want to fall in line with, following what, their grandparents did and, just working to keep this, these jobs that have suppressed us and, discriminate against us and shit like that. And we don't need it anymore. We can do for ourselves. We can do for ourselves. And it's a beautiful thing. But we need our unity. We need unity. We need unity. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, but Black people, I know that we are going through a whole lot right now. We have always gone through a lot, especially with our enemies being surrounded by us. But being influenced by our enemies and having them to control the narrative of how we act and how we are and how we're supposed to be, we got to quit that. We got to stop doing that. We got to stop giving these other groups of people the power to control our narratives and separate ourselves from them the way a lot of them do us. We have to separate ourselves from them. That is my prayer. That is my goal. That is my end goal in life, to build a unity of Black people who want to support each other. That's my goal. So like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Press that thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section. Do all of that good stuff. And I'm going to see you all on the next video. And shalom to my people. Peace out.